Hi everybody, Echo here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys another tutorial, but this time it's not a build tutorial. So something you can do in the Autcraft server is you can make these cute little armor stand statues. And I'm sure you've seen the ones that I just have around my base and everything. And they're really fun to make, but they can also take a lot of work and be kind of complicated if you don't know what you're doing. I know it really frustrated me when I was first trying. And so I figured I'd show you guys how I do it and kind of just bring you along on how I do mine. And I had this cute little spot in my house that looked like it would be perfect for a little Armorstand plushie. So I got the materials ready and I'm going to take you guys along step by step and see how you can make your own tiny little plushie. So we're gonna be using this shiny Jeb Cat, which is a little Hello Kitty, which I thought was really cute. And then we got our leather and stuff for it. And we already got the armor stand placed. I'm also gonna do a quick craft for another armor stand, because it's always better to have like an extra that you can do tests on, so that way you're not messing up the one that you're trying to work on. So we got another one. We're also gonna do a quick chance, just so that way my chat doesn't get filled up. So here we go. Now it should be a little more quiet. And so let's get started. So we have this little armor stand right here. I personally learned that it is easier to do the design a block over, so that way you can just push it in when it's ready, and it makes it a lot easier to try to do it. Otherwise it can get kind of complicated. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get this armor stand ready to be worked on. So we're gonna make it disable gravity so that way we can move it. We're gonna give it arms, and we're gonna remove the plate. So now we should have a little bit of something that looks like this. And then once you have something like that, another thing that is recommended that you do, which I forgot to do, so we're going to do it now, is it's always a good idea to name your armor stands with whatever you want them to say first. So that way you can use a name tag on them after, but it can be kind of expensive. So we're gonna just do this one and say, "Hi, how are you?" And then once you place it, it's not going to have its name, but if you do this right here, then it's going to have its name, and then it will show whatever it's named. So we're going to give it turn off gravity, give it arms, and remove the plate again. And so then you'll have something that looks like this. And for a plushie, we're going to make it small. So then we should have a little bit of something that looks kind of like this to start out with. And then we want it to be sitting. And I personally found sitting armor stands were really difficult until I got the hang of it. So this is what you're going to do. We're going to do it on our test design over here. So you're going to want to open your position, and it can be kind of confusing with the different ones. But we're going to try to find the right direction for the leg, starting with that one. So that one takes it in, and we don't want it to do that. And so we're gonna try this one. That one turns it. So we're gonna go with the top one right here, the brown one, which is just gonna move it back. Now, there isn't really one to get it to move forward, but I did learn, there's also a really helpful command that I did not know this was until way after I had started doing armor stands, that you can actually do this. So that way you can actually see it while you're working on it. So we're gonna do this armor stand and then just copy the process over to the other one. So there's an arm gravity plate gun. So we're just gonna take this left leg right here and we're gonna bring it all the way up and then down. Not all the way down, just to right about there. So then it's gonna be at 274.0 and it's gonna look kinda like that. So we're gonna do the same for the right leg. So just gonna bring it all the way up and around. And have it resting right about there. So then you're gonna have a little sitting armor stand like this. And then once you have that, we're gonna try to get it on over there. So we're gonna then copy that onto that one. Okay, so we're gonna copy all of it and then put it on there, except this one is gonna be small. Like so. And then assuming gravity is off, we are going to bring it up just a little bit more. Just a titch higher. And then we're gonna try to get it onto there. So we're gonna start slowly sliding it over and then bring it up ever so slightly till it's sitting like that. Then you can do whatever you want with it like that. I probably should have done it a little differently, but we should be fine. We can also just turn it a little bit. And can I put the candles back? No, because the armor that's still registered as full black. And then you'll just have a little bit of something like that. You can try to get it like push further back into the corner. It's a little bit harder though, so you might just take it back just a titch more, like so. And there you go. That is one armor stand placed. Then you can go ahead and put your little counter back. You might have to break something. But there you go. And then you should have your armor stands looking like this, which is a little plain. So we're gonna do it a little bit of some touch. And there you go. You can also give it something to hold if you wanted to. So I don't have a lot on me right now, but we can let her hold this to a little candle. And there you go. That is your new little plushie made. Really cute. Works pretty much anywhere. And altogether turned out adorable. And then you can go ahead and break your copy armor stand that you did. And use it somewhere else. And so there you go. That is how you make a tiny little sitting plushie that will fit pretty much anywhere in your house. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know down below if you would like to see like more tutorials like this. I'll probably also end up doing an item display one, because those can be pretty complicated as well, but are also really cool once you get the hang of them. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time. Good night and goodbye.